Like, what are you going to do with this? Like,
Yeah, what are you
once you
gonna
have
do?
it.
Yeah, what are you going
Once
to do?
you have it, what are you going to do with it?
That's a good, we should
Yeah.
talk about that. I want to talk about that a little bit more. So I want to ask you, yesterday you told me you're coming out from your workout and you said, you were like irritated and you were like, I want to break free through. I already know what you're talking about, but I ask you.
I said I want to break through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of being in, like, what Jeff already knows, that we're stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 200,000 is being stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
And we spoke about this before, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, it was just me.
No, I want to dive into it. Yeah.
Because we've been in business for 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
That income of 200,000 have been with us for, I would say, 4 years, 3 or 4 years. Yeah. And I was like, well, I'm not seeing any growth. And I know exactly why, right?
Well, how do you define growth?
So growth is, we're making transitions. We have to do marketing differently.
Mm-hmm.
We have to, be better leaders for our team in order to see this growth.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we're doing now is for that big picture.
So how come you say you're not seeing growth?
Well, I'm just telling you that I was impatient. I'm like,
you want to see more growth?
Like anyone does, right?
Well, I want to define it.
Yeah.
I want to help you define it for yourself.
Well, I want to see growth, right?
What does it mean for you? What does it mean for you specifically?
To break through 200,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's that number?
I would say like anywhere 500 or more.
500 or more. 250.
Yeah.
Or more.
No, like probably 500 or more.
Okay, so be clear. See, even in your own mind, you're indecisive about what growth means. So I think it could be frustrating and drive you crazy. I don't want you to go crazy.
Yeah.
Like I want you to be encouraged to be content with what you have, to appreciate what you have. Yes, I want you to be ambitious because you're future minded. Yeah. But I also don't want you to get lost in that thing of like you're never satisfied. Mm-hmm. That's a very unfulfilled life. And it's my job to be like, look around you. This is good. Can you appreciate it? Can you be appreciative? Yeah. Not like settle. Of course, not settle. There's a big difference between settling and being appreciative of what you have.
I think I like the challenge. I like the game. That's why I'm never, I don't have a settled mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just as long as you define it for yourself, because you can say these nice things now in the podcast, but I know what you're like outside of it, right?
Yeah.
And like if it's getting to you, then I think it's just a matter of clarifying for yourself. And if I could ask you the right questions, to be like, oh, what is growth? Oh, I actually am not really clear about that. So let me just clarify it for myself. That way I don't drive myself crazy randomly, unconsciously, because it's eating at me because I haven't clarified it for myself, right?
I do also, along with that, I still have to speak to my cousin if he has the ability to make that software.
Uh-huh.
But I do want to make our lives even easier.
Right.
In the world of photography.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't put too much on your plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be there to remind you of that.
Yeah.
Because I just seen too many of it happen. So, we can't be dumb. We can't be 50 years old and still making dumb decisions. We have to be self-aware. We can't just say, this is how I am. I mean, you can say that to an extent, but it's like, how many times are you going to say that? You're just making an excuse for yourself to not educate yourself or to not be self-aware. Like, I could keep making dumbass mistakes too. Yeah. But why would I do that?
Yeah, at the same time, I'm thankful for every journey we went through, from commercial photography to 180 to jewelries, right?
Yeah.
But I got to learn about jewelries.
Yeah, no regrets, for sure.
Yeah.
So
but
fun.
at the same time, I do want to learn how to make a freaking software.
Yeah.
Within my lifetime, I'm like that. I always wanted to, build an app of some sort, right?
I'm totally down for it as long as you don't come back and be like, why are we not growing in KLV? It's because you got your mind over there.
Yeah.
Right? So that's when I get frustrated. And the manager in me is like, You know, it's kind of like getting annoyed of the visionary entrepreneur in you.
Yeah.
Because you can't be all out here and expect your home base to grow if you're not, you know, you're not tending to the garden, so to speak, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm just reminding you.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm trying to like Debbie Downer your shit. I know you want to do all that stuff, but I feel like there's a time and place for it. And if you could put the same energy behind getting this shit done first, then it's done. Then it's off your plate. Then you move on to the next thing. Then you can really put 100% over there.
Yeah.
Like, and that'll be waiting for you when we figure this thing out first.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to take another 10 years to be like, oh, we still haven't figured it